What's going on, guys? Zanov here, and in this video I'll show you what I think is the best attack helicopter setup to use in Battlefield 4, purely based off my time trying out all the new features that Battlefield 4 has to offer. Now, I have not yet fully unlocked everything for the helicopter, so my opinions might change when I actually do unlock some more items. For the most part, I do have a lot of items unlocked, such as Ecm Jammer and laser guided missile for the gunner seat. The primary weapon I chose for this setup are the Zuni rockets. The main difference between the Zuni and Hydra rockets is the amount of ammo you actually get. For the Hydra rockets you have a total of 14, I believe, and in your reserve ammo you get another 14. So that makes 28 altogether. However, the Zuni rockets have 8 total rockets loaded at a time, and another 8 in the reserve ammo. So 16 rockets total for Zuni. Now you may be thinking that Hydra are better to use based off the total rockets you actually get, but the Zuni rockets are so much better to use against armored vehicles such as tanks, jeeps, and even attack helicopters. They can easily destroy a tank in as little as 8 to 10 rockets depending on where you actually hit it. The Hydra rockets are very weak against armor, which is one of the main reasons I don't really like them. However, if you are trying to kill infantry soldiers primarily when you're using the attack helicopter, I suggest using the Hydra rockets since they do much better damage against infantry rather than vehicles. They also have a higher fire rate than the Zuni rockets, which makes it much easier to take out infantry. But if you do plan on focusing on taking out armored vehicles, the Zuni rockets are definitely the way to go. Plus, if you have a pretty decent gunner, you can just mop up any remaining infantry soldiers. The secondary weapon I am using are heat seekers. Now, if you are an experienced Battlefield player, you already know why I'm running these. However, if you are a Battlefield noob like a lot of people are, heat seekers easily destroy other air vehicles such as attack helicopters and jets. They take a really long time to reload because of the vehicle ammo system in Battlefield 4, but they are just insanely good for taking out those pesky enemy helicopters. If you combine the power of the heat seekers with the power of an experienced gunner, you will be almost unstoppable on the battlefield. As for the countermeasure, I'm using the Ecm Jammer. If I'm not mistaken, you can easily unlock the ECMs by getting 20,000 XP with the attack helicopter. Now, if you don't know what the Ecm Jammer is, it is basically flares and a targeting jammer combined. What I mean by that is if you deploy the Ecm Jammer after someone shot a lock-on launcher at you, most of the time it will deflect the shot. It also stops other enemies from locking onto you after you deploy it. That is why it's called an Ecm Jammer. What I recommend in a situation when you are being targeted by enemy stingers is to deploy the Ecm Jammer as soon as you hear the solid beeping sound. This will ensure that the Ecm Jammer works to its full effect, and you won't have to worry about being hit after deploying it, because like I said, it works most of the time, but not all of the time. As for the upgrade, I'm using the Gyro Stabilizer. If you don't know what this does, it essentially keeps your vehicle stable after taking a critical hit from a rocket launcher. If you aren't using this, I highly suggest you do, considering it comes standard to the helicopter, meaning you don't have to do anything to unlock it. Whenever I don't use it, I always end up crashing after receiving a critical hit, which can be really annoying. The paint or camo I am using is the Tiger Adaptive, which can be unlocked via a standard battle pack. If you don't know how to open your battle packs, simply go into the pause menu and select the battle packs tab and open any that you have not already opened. Battle packs are pretty random, so any adaptive camo will work for this setup. So for my gunner secondary weapon, I have not unlocked anything yet, but I know for a fact that you can equip a TV Missile, which is what I plan on doing once I unlock it. A TV Missile is basically a remote control missile fired from the gunner of the attack chopper. Keep in mind it is really hard to control, at least for me anyways. From my Battlefield 3 experience, I know that the TV Missile works well for taking out other air vehicles as well as tanks and jeeps. Now for the gunner optics, I am using the infrared optic, which allows me to see enemy infantry and vehicles much easier compared to the regular zoom optic. And finally, I am using the gunner belt feeder as the gunner upgrade. It basically reloads the cannon faster that the gunner has available to use. That just about wraps up this video, guys. If you have any setups that you want me to try out in a future video, make sure to leave a comment down below. If you guys enjoy the video, please consider hitting the like button and make sure to subscribe for daily top-notch Battlefield 4 content. Until next time, guys, this is Zynov, and I'll see you in my next video.